hair that turns heads the moment that gives you confidence, beauty, and that flawless look you truly deserve. Well, your search is finally over. Welcome to Kakuyan Hair Collection, your trusted online human hair designed to bring out the beauty in every woman. Whether you are preparing for your birthday photo shoot, wedding, anniversary celebration, graduation, church event, vacation, or just want a stunning look every day, Kakuyan Hair Collection has a perfect hair just for you. At Kakuyan Hair Collection, we proudly offer 100% premium human hair. Beautiful, easy to wear glueless wigs. No glue, no gel, no stress. Sleek and elegant bone straight human hair. Different texture and style for every woman and every occasion. Because at Kakuyan Hair Collection, beauty meets quality. Shop with a brand that understands beauty, class, and quality. Our store is located in the United States of America. For more information, follow us on Instagram at Kakuyan Hair Collection, Facebook at Kakuyan Hair Collection, TikTok at Kakuyan Hair Collection. Better still, email us kakuyanhair@gmail.com. Call or WhatsApp us on +1 267 372 7010. Or better still, visit our online store www.kakuyanhaircollection.com.
Such on the issue of the threshold bill that was passed recently, and then the motion of reconsideration was taken by one of our colleagues, which sparked heated debate around it. You know, on the 9th of December 2025, the House of Representatives passed on this bill and sent it to the Senate for concurrence. This bill was crafted following the submission of the 2022 census result, which puts Liberia's population at around 5.2 million plus. And this submission was done to satisfy the constitutional requirements that are enshrined in Articles 80D and 80E. In 80D, it says each constituency shall have an approximately equal population of 20,000 or such number of citizens as the legislature shall prescribe in keeping with population growth and movement as reviewed by the National Census.
It's Magella Cooper. I'm the senior political advisor to His Excellency Joseph Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia. But I also happen to be the spouse of the Speaker.
The example of our President, His Excellency Joseph Boakai. This is why we are here. Let me be on record. This is the national actor of the Republic of Liberia. That is the nucleus of Liberia. No. Everything that Liberia needs to reflect on the historicity how Liberia was built, we have it here. And the central government has forgotten about it. And we'll continue why who will speak. Mercy. And the world will hear us.
Coming from the executive.
You know, I don't know why the president chose to think about football academy right after the exit of the footballing president. President Boakai had never, I don't think he even played in elementary school. You know, to sit and decide that you're going to play a football academy, something that was being done by President Weah, who is celebrated around the world as who is celebrated in Africa. We think that is a serious challenge. That's a serious challenge. Everyone should watch that, because if this woman go ahead and build a football academy, and when he background in football, after the exit of the football president, that clearly speaks to the fact that football was not a priority on George Weah.
A lot approved by the legislature. If you spend $10 million on a government project, which institution funded it? It also lends credence to some of the things people have said. Some of the money hitting the budget. For example, they're spending $1 million for Foya Hospital. What's the population of Foya? $1 million for Foya Hospital, but there are more people in Basso. There are more people in Magidi. You know, so how do you allot money? There's a lot more money being spent for Kolahun Hospital. And there is also money being spent for current hospital in Zozo. So this year's budget spending almost $2 million on hospitals in Foya. Are they giving those money, in Lofa, are they giving those money to go back for it and spend it on other projects?
Law, the domestic law of this republic, that incest is a crime. So until we get reasons why you marry your sister, I think you have lost legitimacy to preside as speaker. So it is just the right thing for you to recuse yourself. And one thing, there are a lot of colleagues calling me and say, oh, you're from the Fanatical Blood, they fire, you're not supposed to be commenting, you're not supposed to be talking. There is not a no damn black thing that we're talking about. We are talking about the credibility, the image of the House that represents every one of us, the legislature as a body. Do you know what happened? That a woman is claiming that she got a marriage divorce certificate from the Civil Law Court.
Handcuff. The jurors are in handcuff. As you can see, the first 2 years, these are civil servants. These are civil servants from different ministry and agency. As you can see them, these are civil servants. These are civil servants from different ministry and agency. So,
okay. Let the other people know and for me to get before I say that.
Okay, were you take away? Are you sure? Okay. Were you take away? Were you take away? So we still got 2 to 3 others.
I'm still a very young person.
Yes. These are civil servants.
Are you satisfied with this, sir?
Are you satisfied with this?
Are you satisfied?
You guilty? Okay. So you listen? So you see the boss leaving. The boss is leaving the compound. The boss is leaving the compound.
For State Radio, Liberia Broadcasting System.
What you're watching is unbelievable.
So, as you can see from this angle,
we are looking at suitcases. What is believed to be suitcases? Everything is in there. We're looking at a case. Zoom in on this. It says Coco. All right.
We are not touching. So we're looking at suitcases that have come, and from the way it's designed, we're not going to be special. How you guys doing? And LNP officers. The suspects arrested here are believed to be foreign nationals, and we are from the state broadcaster, the Liberian National Television. You care to tell us your name, sir?
Your name? Your name, sir. The other gentleman on the other side.
What country are you from?
You.
Can you tell us what country you're from?
Do you care to speak to the press?
So again, sir, what's your name, sir? What's your name, sir? Well, unlike previous drug busts, the Liberian National Police, they seem not to be speaking to us. Get a clear shot of them, and still shots, still photos from right there. We have here 2 foreign nationals in handcuffs. They're believed to be, we don't know what country they're from. They seem not to be wanting to talk to the media. As a matter of fact, they have foreign accents, but they're not speaking. Other members of the press are coming in. And, so it's not been a game.
Hey.
If you're just joining us,
Good. Look at the camera.
if you're just joining us, men to be believed to be foreign nationals, not even believed that are foreign nationals, foreign nationals of a different country seem to have been busted here in the capital city, Monrovia. What we're looking at here is unbelievable. It's not something we can describe, but it's something that the Liberian people have prayed for, that the joint security will carry out the actions to make sure that our country becomes a drug-free country and not considered a narco state. You would think that you will see Liberian nationals or...
Is there any further update you want to give us, Mr. Haji?
Nothing at this point in time. Absolutely nothing.
So how is the suspect at the moment?
When they say nothing,
We don't know their nationality.
The names and
nationality.
where they're from.
So when do we expect?
I know you want to why you want somebody to tell you. I tell you, I said the Attorney General told you. Just stay asking me questions back and forth.
How soon do we expect?
You have been leading this investigation since. Why are you saying?
Folks, there you listen to the Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, Colonel Gregory Debbie Cumming, try to get some statements from him. Who briefly spoke with the media, but said the Attorney General.
I can't be intimidated, you know that. So I'm free to continue to advocate to work with other Liberian progressives to ensure that accountability measures are taken, and to ensure that there is a dismantling of the cartel break by break. So eventually the press conference
with this illegal possession of firearms by the police, are police still on the ground and the police implanted state operators to destroy your protest on July 17th?
Of course I'm a change that. Nothing of the allegation level has been changed. So I'm glad that...
But the only thing that Liberian did not hear you explaining, where is the person? Because if you say this person was planted in your maze, we didn't see...
At this point, I'm not going to jump ahead of the investigation. Okay. I mean, it is before investigators. They will delve into the nitty-gritty and provide findings to the press. As far as I know, I've been asked to leave. I'm a free man, and I have the leverage to continue to advocate and to take stands in favor of justice and accountability.
Where's it?
And so I'm not going to speak to issues.
Radio, the Liberia Broadcasting System.
Folks, what you're watching is unbelievable.
So, as you can see from this angle,
We are looking at suitcases. What is believed to be suitcases. Pills. Everything is in there. We're looking at a case.
As you can see, this is only $22 million US road that the rescue government say they build. We are between Chloe and Sidon Drive, and the major road are leading to Granville County. As you can see, car straw in a mud. There is some on the road that the been discussing that you can wear your well clothes, you will not take away until you reach your destination. As you can see, you see deployable the road is. You see how deployable the road is. The rescue men can sit down in Moro, be talking whole day how the road go, you can wear west share to go to the southeast. As you can see the condition of the road. This is a major road leading to Granville County, as you can see. The cars and all struck in the mud. We've been here for the past 4 hours, as you can see for yourself. So I want for the rescue, the small more rescue men to leave their offices to drive on the road to see the kind of situation our citizens are passing through, they are going through. As you can see for yourself, see how deployable the road is. See how deployable.
I can't stand no more, cause I'm a fool. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more. Cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major stories. Yeah. There is no job.
This is Major Headlines here on the program The Roundtable. Good evening. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of July, 2026. It's exactly 15 minutes past 10 o'clock here in Liberia. We'd like to welcome all of you to the Roundtable, and it's a wonderful program. We always coming on to talk about issues across our country, Liberia, making sure that we can give you all of the very best you deserve. Stay tuned. We'll take a short break. To be right back after that break, we are going to bring you all of these talking points here on the program tonight. Tonight, we will be looking at a huge drug bust today. There in the Duazon area, and that was being um, an initiative of the joint security that are currently, investigating another 19 million drug situation that was discovered at the Roberts International Airport. But today's situation is noted as one of the huge amount of drug being, you know, confiscated within our country, Liberia. How did this enter Liberia? Such a huge quantity, all in suitcases. Seems to be like I came through the port of Monrovia, but I won't say much. We just say what we have to say, and we allow the security do what they can do. We also look into Madam Finna Bondo, a situation there, and she was taken to the Monrovia Central Prison, and she was caught to be sent to prison, and she went out to prison, and whatever happens. We also look into the jury situation in former finance minister Samuel Tuer case, and they have been taken into prison after a few of them admitted that there was or there were jury tampering. And those are things we're going to look at on the program. Stay tuned. We take a short break with our sponsor to be right back on the roundtable. My name is William McGill. I like to say stay tuned. After this break, you get all of these wonderful program or talking points here on the program.
Turns heads the moment you walk into a room. Hair that gives you confidence, beauty, and that flawless look you truly deserve. Well, your search is finally over. Welcome to Kakuyan Hair Collection, your trusted online destination for luxury, premier quality human hair designed to bring out the beauty in every woman. Whether you are preparing for your birthday photo shoot, wedding, anniversary celebration, graduation, church event, vacation, or just want a stunning look every day, Kakuyan Hair Collection has a perfect hair just for you. At Kakuyan Hair Collection, we proudly offer 100% premium human hair. Beautiful, easy to wear glueless wigs. No glue, no gel, no stress. Sleek and elegant bone straight human hair. Different texture and style for every woman and every occasion. Because at Kakuyan Hair Collection, beauty meets quality. Shop with a brand that understands beauty, class, and quality. Our store is located in the United States of America. For more information, follow us on Instagram at Kakuyan Hair Collection, Facebook at Kakuyan Hair Collection, TikTok at Kakuyan Hair Collection. Better still, email us kakuyanhair@gmail.com. Call or WhatsApp us on +1 267 372 7010. Or better still, visit our online store www.kakuyanhaircollection.com.
Kakuyan Hair Collection is a proud sponsor of the program, the roundtable here on Wizz TV, and we'd like to say welcome to this wonderful program where we talk about issues that matter the most, and basically we are going to run you through with our news from across the globe, the BBC. We'll run you through with that, and after that, we will also uh, bring we will also bring you today in history. So let me just get this right, then we can go ahead. Okay, so that is it, and then let's bring you our news from across BBC Africa, and this is how we do it normally on the program. And let me get this for you, and then we can go ahead with the program here tonight. I hope that we have some perfect uh, conversation tonight. And let's bring this and bring you all of the happenings. Ethiopian police arrest alleged leader of multi-million-dollar trafficking ring. Mohammed Trahal has yet to comment on allegations he led a multi-million-dollar ring using torture to get money. This came in 2 hours ago. And another one here says police officers arrested for allegedly seeking roadside bribe from Nigeria's anti-corruption boss. They are accused of stopping Musal Al Yul at a fake roadblock and telling him to drive to a cash machine. And this is protesters in Italy after Moroccan Born man dies while being restrained by police. Thousands of people took to the streets demanding justice for a Moroccan born man who died on Sunday. And West Africa signs of $25 billion mega gas pipeline plan, a 6,000-kilometer pipeline running along the Atlantic coast of 14 countries, is to be built starting in 2028. And I actually want to see those countries because yeah, I want to see those countries. I hope we can get to see those countries involved. Okay, this is how it's gonna be. We have so the pipe will run through Morocco, Western Sahara, Mauritania, Senegal, the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Togo, Benin, and then Nigeria. So yeah, okay, you see that, and let's come in with one last story. Many fear death in another Nigeria boat disaster, but why do they keep happening? That's an editorial. So we call that a day and bring you out today in history. What is it we have in today in history? Today in history, on July 21st, 1798, a French military leader, Napoleon Bonaparte, captured the Egyptian city of Alexandria during his campaign in North Africa. The event marked a major expansion of French influence and changed the political balance in the Mediterranean region. Today in history, in 1925, the Scopes trial begins in the United States. The famous Scopes monkey trial opened in Tennessee's teacher John T. Scopes was accused of violating the state law by teaching evolution in school. The trial became a landmark case about education, science, religion, and freedom of thought. And as we go along today in history, on July 21st, 1969, Neil Armstrong became the first human to walk on the moon during the Apollo 11 mission. Beyond science, the achievement demonstrated how national investment in education, research, and technology can produce historic results. Today in history, July 21st, 2024, President Joe Biden announced that he would not seek re-election in the 2024 U.S. presidential race and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris. The decision became one of the most significant political developments in the 2024 election season and highlighted how party leadership transition can shape democratic contests. Those are things we have for you with our, today in history. And basically, we now talk about these issues that matter the most, and you know, we can go ahead with them. But let's take a short musical break. Right after that, we'll be right back here to begin our discussion. Hair that gives you confidence, beauty, and that flawless look you truly deserve. Well, your search is finally over. Welcome to Kakuyan Hair Collection, your trusted online
many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money, no cause, no glory, no help for poor men. That's what we know. We are bigger than money. We are bigger story.
Area, we do have major headlines and major stories in your areas. And yes, so let's talk about a few things that we can talk about. The first thing here is the issue of drugs in our country, and it's not just about you know seeing people that are consuming these substances. It's the fact that we have people that are already using our country as a transit point to be able to accomplish uh, their deeds. If we say this, we are saying this with a point that um, we have individuals that are already bringing in cocaine, posidum, and a lot more different kind of drugs in our country. The last time we had, huge consignment of drugs in this country was a discovery made at the Roberts International Airport. And that situation brought huge attention to the fact that the acting officer in charge at the LDA could not give names of those involved at the time. And the pressure got bigger and deeper. And overall, he had to surrender. And we have people that weren't named directly, but were said to be person of interest. And now we have a trial for that situation at the court. On today, we also witnessed one of the biggest drug busts carried out by the Liberia National Police, the LD, and other security apparatus in our country. This is not just about, politics or not politics or what do you support, what party or not what party you support. It's about the future of our country. It's about the image and reputation that other country will see for us as Liberia. What more can we do? What can this government do? What can we as people collectively and collaboratively do to be able to ensure that we have a country that these people cannot see as a transit point? There's a huge amount of drugs that was being discovered. One of the biggest drug boss in our country today. And this will goes down into history. July 21st, 2026. The 21st of July, 2026. Liberia discovered a huge quantity of drugs through the effort of joint security. Now, we have two foreigners, and I'm very, very sure this was not totally meant for Liberia. investigators are saying some of these drugs are cocaine. Of course, we see on some of the parcel there's COCO, cocoa. You know, they could tell whoever that are doing the transporting, say, it's a cocoa. COCO is the same as cocoa. Hmm? The thing about it is Liberia is seen to be a place where these foreigners were coming and they take our country for granted, and they will, you know, transport their $1 million worth of cocaine, and they even have guns. How well equipped these guys are. They have guns. One thing I told someone the other day, I was like, you know, the issue of drugs situation, hmm, is is serious, and it's not just about one person fight. Rather, we should take this seriously. This is like always when I talk about this situation, I will always say, right? You cannot have such a huge quantity coming into the country, and if it's passed through the free port of Monrovia on ship, how the custom, how the port security streaming situation manage the security at the port, the custom, and whatever. That's one. If it passed through the airport, how did it pass? What that security understanding? If it passed through road, how did this truck pass wherever it passed? It said that the DA to the border that we have high rates of getting drugs into our country easily at do not have the right equipment, or are they being bought? Those are things we need to look at. Or is it that we have high ranking government officials, top brass, that are into positions and use their executive power? What is it that we do not understand that is happening in our country? Up to present, we still have individuals that are on the run, that the police cannot fully be able to bring back into this country to account to speak of what they know about the 19 million worth of drug that was confiscated at the airport, at the Roberts International Airport. And we have these foreigners were coming, sent by their cartels, their gangs, and everything, and they bring in these huge quantities, and we have no clue as to how these things come into the country. I believe that the Liberian people deserve to understand. They deserve to know who are those involved, who are those behind these things. Is Liberia now a narco state? Are we allowing Pablo Escobar's uh, and his gangs of cartels to use our country? Like this is, Cambodia, or this is, Colombia, or this is Mexico. Yeah, these are high drugs country that we naming. I think there's more needs to be done, and there's a lot of questions that we need answers to. We've been informed that the Attorney General was also the I'm sure the Minister of Justice will be speaking to the media on tomorrow. We'll listen, we'll follow up, and we will be glad to be able to understand some of the information they've gathered from these individuals, two foreign nationals. And let me just play the clip as well. Let me play this. It's so heartbreaking that you are going to witness things that will not even happen in other country. And sometimes you have these people walking with impunity. Yeah, we saw the case of Yatta Ryan. We spoke about those situations. They said she was in prison. All of a sudden, we have no clue as to how that case went. This is saddening. This is so frustrating. And this is something that we cannot bear as Liberians. It's not just the image of the government, it's the image that we Liberians gonna portray. What others and how others will see us as Liberians, as a country. What our image that we will carry out if we allow all of these situations to continue to happen. Our country is always in the news of discovery of huge quantity of drugs. Those are the ones that the police and the DA gets information on. Why more about the ones that do not? Sometimes these people will have powers and abuse the power. Watch this and see. You see that? Huge quantity. Parcel in suitcases in whatever way they can parcel them to be, sent to Liberia. And then now, yeah, we give some, I'm sure, executive access so that it can be sent to wherever it have to be sent to. And these same people are not behaving better and fair for us. But we'll not say much about this. We'll wait and see what the police report we see in terms of this huge quantity of drug and everything, and the seizure of this gun, whether it is registered. Obviously, it might not be registered as well, and the identities of the two individuals, um, you know, who are they and where they're from, so that they can also be able to speak. I'm very sure that in these situations, they might not speak, but the police knows what best to be able to do to make them speak as to who are those involved and are behind the situation. We will be hopeful that we can, get further information onto the situation, and then we can take it from there. Let's not jump into, the situation of Madam Finda Bondo, right? You know, Nora Finnabunder is, the former chief of protocol at the executive mansion under former President George Weah, and she is one of several former officials being investigated and prosecuted in connection with alleged corruption and economic crimes. So, the case began as the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force, investigation into the situation in April of 2025, and according to the AREPT, Madam Bondo was linked to, the Anita group of companies and its subsidiaries, Gracious Raz, Gracious Rat, and the investigators alleged that her name and signature appeared on corporate documents, connected to transaction on an investigation for possible misuse of public office, theft of property, economic sabotage, and money laundering related offenses. So that's exactly what we know. And it moved on to the investigation was conducted on an Executive Order 145, which is 145, which empowers the task force to trace and recover assets suspected to have been unlawfully acquired by certain or former public officials. Why is it, she was taken to court? Let's go then, right? Uh, the matter is currently before criminal court C, and her bond was rejected on today, as we understood. So prosecutor challenged the criminal appearance bond filed by Bondo, you know, and one of the sureties, Reverend Faya Falambu, is reported to also a co-defendant in the same corruption case. And the prosecution questioned whether a co-defendant could legally serve as a surety, and whether the properties used for the bond have been used in other criminal bond filing. So the court had earlier, reserved ruling on the bond after hearing testimony and reviewing the property deeds and tax documents. We want to go further, right? And according to Criminal Code C, uh, the rejected Madam Bono bond, you know, application. Following the rejection, she was ordered to be remanded at the Monrovia Central Prison, South Beach, pending further proceeding in the alleged US 6 million corruption case. So today we saw she went at the Monrovia Central Prison. She had her lawyer, and then they signed some papers, and she entered the compound of the Monrovia Central Prison. That exactly what we was able to acquire. And the case has become more sensitive. It involves, senior figure from former CDC administration. And one thing she said during her father's funeral, right? She said, or remarks, she said during her father's funeral, on Saturday, I'm sure she said she claimed that some of her own associates wanted her to be jailed and prevented from attending organizing her father's burial. But she thanked, Deputy Speaker Thomas Father and President Joseph Boakai for the support during the ordeal. That was what she said. So it said that there's a, you know, tear apart in the CDC after she made that remark. We saw some other individuals from around President Weah, like former Foreign Minister Maxwell Kemaya, came out and he made some remark concerning on behalf of George Weah. And today we saw him there with Madam Bondo at the Monrovia Central Prison. Uh, and now we're waiting to see tomorrow and moving forward as to the outcome of these things, right? And 6 million corruption case. There's something they call it, right? If you haul rope, rope will haul bush. So I believe that we will just be able to watch this process thoroughly, and we be able to see as to how it goes in terms of all of these cases, and we'll be looking forward to what will be the outcome of the investigation. Because after all, we have to see what the investigation will end up to. Exactly. We have to. We have to see as to what would be the outcome of the investigation. On today as well, we saw the issue of the Samuel Tour case is getting very tense and serious. Witness the jurors into the case been taken to the Monrovia Central Prison as well, and they will have to look into the case. And you know, so there's a lot involving corruption, scandals, and everything from the past regime. And most of their officials are being held accountable by this current government for act they felt was inappropriate, and they are bringing them to book and trying to correct the wrong. Government and government officials should be held accountable. We do not dispute the fact. Once you serve public office, whatever funding coming there is for the good and betterment of the public. And you shouldn't be afraid if you are asked for you to, undergo investigation. The fact remains that you should be sure that you did the right thing. Um, I just feel that into the entire Samuel case, there were a lot of mistakes and so many things happened along the way. And the fact that you set someone as a free man coming back with a whole different scenario and story and everything, it just shows some different situation. And I think the prosecutors and whoever involved on the side of this government should be able to learn from the Samuel case and do much more a better thing in the future. With that being said, we like to call this a day. We will take our sponsor promotion tag, and after that we come back here and call this a day. hair that turns heads the moment you walk into a room. Hair that gives you confidence, beauty, and that flawless look you truly deserve. Well, your search is finally over. Welcome to Kakuyan Hair Collection, your trusted online destination for luxury, premier quality human hair designed to bring out the beauty in every woman. Whether you are preparing for your birthday photo shoot, wedding, anniversary celebration, graduation, church event, vacation, or just want a stunning look every day, Kakuyan Hair Collection has a perfect hair just for you. At Kakuyan Hair Collection, we proudly offer 100% premier human hair. Beautiful, easy to wear glueless wigs. No glue, no gel, no stress. Sleek and elegant bone straight human hair. Different texture and style for every woman and every occasion. Because at Kakuyan Hair Collection, beauty meets quality. Shop with a brand that understands beauty, class, and quality. Our store is located in the United States of America. For more information, follow us on Instagram at Kakuyan Hair Collection, Facebook at Kakuyan Hair Collection, TikTok at Kakuyan Hair Collection. Better still, email us kakuyanhair@gmail.com. Call or WhatsApp us on +1 267 372 7010, or better still visit our online store www.kakuyanhaircollection.com.
Indeed, we like to appreciate all of you for coming on tonight on the program, The Round Table. And we like to thank all of our viewers across Liberia and beyond for joining us in discussing these important national issues, you know, in conversation like this, right? And making sure to always follow us every time we get on the round table here, Tuesday and Thursday. Conversation like these are essential to, you know, strengthening accountability, promoting public awareness, and encouraging constructive dialogue in our society. Remember, the future of our country, Liberia, depends not only on leadership but also on informed citizens willing to engage in meaningful discussions about issues affecting our. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm William McGill here at Wizz TV. Stay, follow us, and we say thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay engaged, and continue to make your voice count. Good night, and God bless Liberia. I'm out.
How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially women. No job, no money. No girls, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially women. No job, no money. No girls, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. We got bigger than money. We got bigger story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got bigger than money. We got bigger stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. You don't know stories? You've been writing stories for rock of ages. Keep writing stories about people who not too concerned. We got a lot of people in the